welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to do an unboxing of the new Killteam starter set, which has got the Ultramarines and the Death Guard in. Picked this one up from my local shop, The Cave in Newtown, Powys. Decent range of stock and other bits and bobs for us geeks to geek out about. Let's get into it. If we look at the back, you can see the different Ultramarines that we actually have with this, which I believe are Space Marine Heroes Season 2. Quite decent poses, and they've actually got, in a sense, modelled bases, so you don't actually have to bother with putting an extra base on. The same with the Death Guard. And it's mad to think that people were charging as much as 80 quid on eBay for this one figure. We got all our various Ultramarine figures there. 7 in total. You get 7 Plague Marines and 7 Ultramarines, Angels of Death. Well, let's just say Primaris Space Marines, which I will be painting mine up as Crimson Fists. As you can see by the base, it is textured, and you've actually got the feet on the base as well, which means you can't really change the bases of them. They all look pretty decent moulded, you know, like it's not like back in the day where every mould was a bit dodgy and you had like a missing hand here and there which revolved around like a lump. That's back in the RTB01 days. But each figure comes with a choice of heads, as you can see by my index fingers. There's another one with another base with a foot on it, so it has to be used on this base. I suppose you couldn't make a sort of substitute foot out of green stuff or milliput. I'm not building any of the figures today because I'll be doing those in later videos, as well as painting them in later videos as well. But as you can see there by my index fingers again, you have a choice of 2 heads again. It's usually helmeted or helmetless, but it depends on what you want to go for. Majority of the time I'll be using a helmeted, apart from a veteran sergeant, which will be helmetless, and possibly even the scout might be helmetless. I haven't decided yet. So because the scout has a cloak, you kind of want to use the hooded helmet or the hooded head rather than just the non-hooded, just to try and give a bit more of like a look. I know I'm a little bit late doing this video compared to other people who have done the unboxings. It's a sad life of having a 48-hour full-time job to attend as well. Each model's got its own little intricate details. Like, for instance, it looks like, I'd say, a scope is attached to that leg there. It looks like there. And this one's actually got a sling attached to his bolt gun, or bolt rifle as we want to call it these days. And again, one head there, and another head there to choose from. Now we get to the fun part. I love the Death Guard. Anybody who's seen my channel will see that most of it is all to do with Death Guard. And with them you also get a helmet and where 2 index fingers are, a helmet and a helmetless face, along with little cheeky nurglings which you can put around on the bases. This is the melee figure. Excuse the sniffling, got a bit of a cold. I had the flu jab the other day and it's, well, let's say it's doing its job. Another nurgling there. They do look really nice. Detail of the skulls there on the shoulder pad. The chainmail there on that shoulder. And again there's a foot there, so it's obvious that they're meant to be stuck to these bases. Standard bearer or icon bearer. I love how he's got the Mark III backpack. It's a lovely design, a Mark III backpack is. It just looks chunky. This one's got a maggot worm with him. I don't see a nurgling, so that's probably what his little creature is on that one there. This one is the plague spewer with his lovely plague gun with what looks like a little drip of liquid there coming out of the muzzle. Got painted out a nice bright green so it looks toxic. That one's got a little nurgling as well as the choice of 2 heads. You either have that one there, which is like 3 holes and a leaky hole, or that one there, which just looks a mess. This is the sorcerer, the plague caster, the one that everybody was charging a fortune for on eBay. Guess it's going to put some people out of business, this set. Only come 2 at £67.50 UK, which was pretty good considering about 2 months ago 6 of these figures, not including the playcaster, could cost you anything up to 150 quid, and then the playcaster would cost you anything up to 80 quid extra. But now it gives everybody a chance to get the whole set. All we're missing now is the Series 1, which I believe was released with Space Hulk. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that because I didn't own the Space Hulk. That one's got little crack grenades attached to his base. Nice. This is the aspiring champion figure. He's got a nice backpack. What looks like a creature hanging off it, like a little, can't really tell what that is. It kind of looks like a bit like a nurgling hanging off the bottom of it. Plus another nurgling there. Plasma pistol. Okay, you get this sheet here. You'd think it's like pop out skulls, but they're not. But I suppose you could use it as some kind of marking sheet. Then we have this. I'm not too sure what this one is. Okay, this one looks like it's the game board. Fair play, decent size. It's this size, and again, as you can see, it's just can't fit it all into the camera shot. And it's actually dual-sided as well. So you've got two different types of battlefield there. But it's actually really good. I know it's pretty much just like printed in and put back again. But it's quite nice. Better than the old paper mats we used to get. The ones that used to take ages to flatten out before you could actually use them. Okay, so this one is the starter handbook. Welcome to Killzone. Then we have a bit of history there. Then we got building diagrams, which ones you're building. There's all the figures there towards the, I should say miniatures, towards the Ultramarines or Primaris Imperium. Then you got the Death Guard. And that's them all finished there. Then we got, looks like a bit more history of what's going on in the 40th/41st millennium. Bit of history there on the Death Guard. Basics on how to play. With a few stats there. Tells you what your markers are going to be. Tutorial shooting, Angels of Death, Plague Marines. Because here it shows you what the cards would look like. Oh, these are the different squads you can get in Killteam. So we've got Blades of Cain, Space Marine Scouts, Nemesis Claw. Can't pronounce that, not even going to try. Brood Brothers, Mandrakes. Here we have scenery we can get, if you wish to get it. We have painting guides on how you would paint your miniatures. More painting. More stuff on how you play. And it's funny, you get 7 figures, but it says building an Angel of Death kill team, 5 operatives. Same with the Death Guard, even though you get 7. Looks pretty cool. Some extra reading to do. Yay. What else we got in here now then? So this one here is your markers. As you can see, they all do pop out quite easily. I just suggest getting yourself something you can keep them all in afterwards, so you don't end up losing them and having to rebuy them, because bet your bottom dollar they'll charge you a fortune just for them. Ooh. Let's do this one first then. So we have Angels of Death reference sheet, so that's all the statistics you have for each figure, and you can put the damage tokens on what damage they've taken if they've been knocked out there, and so on. Some specific rules like reposition, dash, fallback, charge, shoot and fight. and it would basically state that it'd be the same for the death card. Yep, there we are. So we got Marine Champion, Plague Marine Champion, Malignant Plaguecaster, Plague Marine Bombardier, Plague Marine Fighter, Plague Marine Heavy Gunner, Plague Marine Icon Bearer, and Plague Marine Warrior. Same stuff as what was on the Angels of Death. And then this must be, yeah, the reason why it was so heavy to start with. Oh, okay, some's already come out. But that we can see now how it goes together. So it's now MDF rather than the old cardboard and plastic. And it would go together like so. So it sits flat. Easy to pack away. And unlike the old stuff, it's not going to break when you try to separate it. It's pretty much the same stuff on both sides. Literally is the same stuff. Just different boards of it. So you get, that's one board. You get 3 boards of terrain. These, what as you see, these ones, these two here are the same, different from the first one we just saw. So you get 2 identical and 1 different. Still quite nice to have some decent scenery pieces. The Warhammer 40k 3rd edition was the one that I thought had the best scenery, because it was made out of plastic and you put it together and you could actually paint it really well. You could. I actually really like that. I should still have some of it dotted around somewhere. I've got to try and dig it out at some point so I can reuse it. So that's that. And then here we go. This is your 8 dice. Oh, sorry, my mistake. 10 dice. You get 10 dice in it. Now, some of them feel cheapy and stuff, but these feel just like normal Games Workshop dice. Always nice to have dice included. Oh, there we are. That is it. Hopefully it gives you some idea of what you will be getting if and when you choose to buy it. Games Workshop have been out of stock of this actual one for, I don't know, probably about 3 weeks or so. They've been out of stock. But as I said, I was lucky enough to get mine from my local game shop, which is the Cave in Newtown. And yeah, very polite, very polite people. They're a family, it's a family run business. Always go in there and you always get a smile. You know, not like Games Workshop where you feel like you're being treated as just like they're robots and they're just performing the same routine on you that what did last person. But yeah, awesome. Well, thank you for watching. See you next time.